Greetings and welcome back to part 2 of Old Drunken Discographies, album of the decade, the 2000s. We're talking 2004. R.I.P. Farts. Trey is with us. I'm old and drunk. I'm Jason. Sabretooth, hashtag bring back Is It Art. Tim is with us.
Hey, how's it going?
Old and Joe is here. And the Wild Bill rides again is here.
Eventually I'll get back on the horse.
Get back on that horse.
Yeah, longtime fans of Old Drunken Discography will remember Bill and Joe from seasons past. We're always happy to have them back. Thank you guys for making time for this.
You better
Let's talk about some Big and Rich.
Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
Absolutely. Obviously, that was Big and Rich's big single, which, unless if you've lived under a rock for the last 20 years, you've heard. But
whether you wanted to or not.
Besides that, this album actually is a really... I forgot about this album until I was sitting in my fiance's car, and in her little rack in front, it has a bunch of CDs. I'm like, oh, shoot. That's right. Big and Rich had an album in 2004. I should probably give that one a listen. And you know what? It was well worth the listen. From Rollin' to Live This Life, I enjoy this one start to finish. Not so much. It's not a party album, not a relaxing album. It's a nice driving album, as noted by the fact it was in her car. It's a nice album to listen to as you're just driving down the road, driving down the highway.
All right. Well,
Bill as our Big and Rich expert in the room. They're on the call here. I've got a question about the title of that first song.
About the what?
Jason, go back to Rollin' real quick. It's under Bill. Don't get me. So this song is called Rollin', the Ballad of Cowboy Troy. Is there supposed to be a comma here, Big and Rich, or is it Cowboy Troy, Big and Rich?
Should be Cowboy Troy. Yeah, there shouldn't be a comma, no.
So that's
Get off my sheet,
Cowboy Troy,
motherfucker.
Big and Rich. No, I wasn't critiquing. I'm critiquing their song.
What's going on with the sheets tonight, Jason?
There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with Big and Rich. I may have fucked up.
I didn't even think about you fucking
was.
up. I thought they just named their song weird. This Bill, never mind. I retract my question. I think we have found the answer.
This motherfucker. All right. My only comment for this wasn't that the cover of Aerosmith's Big Ones?
Oh no, that one.
Theirs was blue and black, not purple and black.
It was blue and black.
Oh, Big Ones.
It wasn't Big
One
Ones.
of my first CDs.
The cow under, right? What was the one?
No, that's Get a Grip.
Let's Get a Grip. Big Ones was the greatest hits. It had Deuces of Wild on it.
Yeah, but it was like an alternate version of the. Oh no, I remember that cover. Okay, you're right.
It's similar. It's very similar.
Yeah, I don't know if they're swirled. I think they had just straight lines. Maybe.
Well, Bill, what do you like better? Do you like to drive or do you like to just sit and chill on a Tuesday afternoon after work?
And caress tractors.
I like to sit and chill on a Tuesday afternoon.
All right. I confused myself there. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about?
So you asked the question.
Up next.
Confuse yourself even more here.
Here comes Patton. Here comes the Patton.
No Patton? There's no Patton here.
But it's Bungle. It's Patton adjacent.
It is Bungle. This is Trey Spruance's band. And this is going to be another discography. Stay tuned for. We'll be getting to in 2026. It's they're still just one of those bands that, as a musician, I listen to, and I can't believe that people are capable of doing this. This is really when this discography opens up. This thing was majestic, it was ugly, it was beautiful, it was challenging, it was I mean, yeah, it was everything I was looking for in something to advance the art form. And yeah, I mean, obviously, we've covered Mr. Bungle on the channel before, long time ago, might be due for a remaster. Um, they're just too good. And everything on here, there is 100% analog. Other than the mix, it did get mixed digitally, so there are some like effects and stuff here going on. Um, but every weirdo instrument you can think of is on here. Um, you guys think Tool is complicated? You guys think like
They're complicated, but not for that. Not for that reason.
yeah, no, I mean this is one of those bands that like I remember it wasn't this album, I was listening to another album and I'd ordered a pizza or something. And I opened the door and the driver's immediately like, what the fuck are you listening to? I have to get a copy of this.
Now, Herp, are you a Secret Chiefs fan? Let us know because we know you watching. I know you got strong
Mm-hmm.
opinions on California.
This is one of the peaks of the Secret Chiefs 3 catalog. This one is. It's just is
Is it better than California?
well. I mean, what's better than California?
But if you're going to tell me this is better than California, I'd be like, well, this man has lost his mind. I haven't
So,
even heard this, and
yeah,
I can
I
almost tell you
mean,
that's not. If you can get me on the California bandwagon, it's got to be a good album. Like
I
from
think
just
I
out
think
of
the real
nowhere.
question when it comes to down to the Secret Chiefs 3, and I think it's plausible for all their albums. Is it better than Disco Volante? And I do think this one is better than Disco Volante.
See that's what we need to do when we finish all the Patton or all the bungle. We should rank them all together.
I've got a plan. Maybe we could discuss off camera of how we're going to do the Patton solo projects.
Yeah, we'll throw them in there too.
Yeah,
Tomahawk
that's going to
versus
knock
Faith
out
No
quite
More.
a bit of stuff. So yeah,
With Patton just gives you enough content for like 4 or 5 years worth of videos.
4 or 5 years. No, try 10, 15. Yeah, it's ridiculous how good it is.
Where is it going to rank for you?
I mean, there's no reason why this album doesn't go to number one. It is incredible.
The High Times
And yeah,
magazine
I've
album
turned
out
a
of the.
number of people onto this band over the years, and everybody's got their different entry points. But for me personally, if I was new to this band and I heard this album, I'd be like, "Holy shit, what is this? And where do I find more?"
Now, Tim, is this a? Forgive my ignorance. Is this the instrumental only? Is this Secret Chiefs instrumental only?
So they're primarily an instrumental band. This album, the Book of Horizons, does have some vocals on a couple tracks.
Oh,
They do creep them in occasionally, but for the most part, yes, it is instrumental.
gotcha.
All right, Joe, you're up next.
All right, so kind of a surprise entry for me because I didn't think Catalyst was going to make my top 10. I mean, I knew Catalyst, listened to it. That was a pretty good album. But like going in, what I've told you now, is it a top 10 album of 2004? Originally, I would said no, but I gave it another listen to a couple of times, and I was like, you know what? This is actually way better than I gave it. I kind of, I don't want to say a shit on it because I did enjoy it, but for a Newfound Glory album after coming off of, Sticks and Stones and self-titled and all that, I was like, this isn't really a great album. But to me, it's aged well enough. I think it deserves to be in the top 10. Um, just a lot of fun from beginning to end. The intro, kind of goofy, kind of weird going into it, and then goes right into it's all downhill from here, which is kind of the big thing. Or their single off this one, I believe.
The intro's
It was.
hardcore though. Like that's fucking hardcore. Newfound Glory does fucking hardcore now.
I thought this was the weird intro.
No, this is the
This is hardcore.
It's fucking.
That's right. That's right.
It's hardcore 101. It's good.
Whenever we get into some weird stuff later with it, because it's got the weird voices in there somewhere.
Yeah, this is not my favorite Newfound Glory. I don't.
This is their post 101. If we're going to talk about either, right?
This is post Blink 182's Untitled Newfound Glory. So that's what this is.
We definitely took a step in a direction.
And what label
if this
were
was
they on at this point?
They were still in the major. Like, I can't remember what major they were on. But
okay, but because that cover is super new metal.
It's a very weird, like, that cover fits this album. And this is one of those things where this was definitely a step after their last albums. We definitely took a step, and if this was as far as we went with that step, I think we'd have been fine. But we just kept
But they kept walking.
Yeah,
sure.
we kept walking.
Sure.
We kept walking in a weird direction. And I don't think either albums after this or this have this necessarily sound. I think they kind of fell in between, like kind of fell in a crack later on. But I like it. Failure's not flattering. I don't want to know. Good stuff. I'd kill to fall asleep. No news is good news. Fun album to listen to.
There's a couple good tracks. I like No News. I like All Downhill. Truth of My Youth, pretty good. But there's a lot of bad Newfound Glory.
Oh, I don't want to know.
I don't like that one at all.
I had a good time re-listening to it, and I think they still fit in there. Now, do I think this is the best Newfound Glory album? No.
This is them chasing the trends of the time. Like, instead of just being a fucking pop punk band, they start chasing the trends here. And the next album, they really chase them. But the album after that, you're like, holy shit, Newfound Glory's back. Let's go. But then they go down some other. It's a very up and hill.
Yeah, they kind of up and down. Yeah. The last single I heard from them, and it might have been their
go
last
listen
album.
to all 4 of the singles that they've released off that new record, dude. They're pretty fucking good. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed they don't fuck me again. But we'll see.
Are you saying Newfound Glory's the Megadeth of pop punk?
It could, yeah. I mean, you could make that argument, except it's not one guy, writing everything, and
right.
They only lost one member.
Yeah, it's just occasionally they throw a good one in, but mostly it's shit.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Let's go ahead and place them firmly behind the Descendants.
That is a smart move. I like that decision. All right. We're going to talk about some fucking...
We need Trey, don't we?
We have Trey.
No, we don't have Trey's. This ain't Trey's.
Trey's got My Chemical Romance.
It's on my list.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Trey, come on.
What?
I thought better of you than this.
I can like both bands.
Well, I didn't say you had to like. I'm not here about the Coheed versus the My Chemical Romance. That's just for fun. Just My Chemical Romance isn't good. I mean, you can put them against anybody.
All this fucking heat. I mean, what did I say about Modest Mouse?
Modest Mouse is fantastic.
And we covered My Chemical Romance. Go back and watch those episodes.
That's right, we have. This album, though, holy fuck. This is the remaster because fuck the original pressing. It sounded like shit.
Is this the first in the trilogy?
You can actually hear Keith Morris on this fucking version. Oh,
that's right, Keith Morris.
What'd you say, Joe?
Is this the first in the trilogy?
No, this is the second. This is a story.
This is The Empire Strikes Back.
Joe, what's the story of Coheed and Cambria? This is a story of a man and a woman and the corpses of 1,000 evil men. That's it. That's all you fucking need.
That sounds like Coheed and Cambria's story.
No.
Just add space.
And incest and all kinds of weird shit.
Well, when you get the choruses of 1,000 hungry men.
What? No. This album is fucking perfect from the first time when it opens up with Ray's guitar and Gerard's vocals all the way down to the fucking last note on I Never Told You What I Did for a Living. It's fucking perfection. Trey, what you got for this? Go watch our fucking review of this one.
Yeah, I mean it's very good. It's a whole lot of fun. I definitely picked it up because of the singles, but they're not the strongest point. Although we did name our first child after Elena, so
Oh.
But
I
that's
always
also
really,
a fit song. I would at least go with that one.
yeah, we pronounce it differently, so
Okay.
yeah,
Well, that works
we
too. Yeah.
kind of hide it a
Now,
little bit.
did you do the Nickel Creek pronunciation of it?
Yeah, Helena.
Helena. Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
You can claim
Um,
Nickel Creek. It's okay.
well, it's actually, I mean, we're way off topic, but it's from a movie, Mirror Mask. Um, but my wife picked this, and I said, fine, but we need to, anyway, whatever. Um, I, for the singles, I always like The Ghost of You, which was the one that I think got the least play. Um, and as much as I do like this album, it's nowhere near my favorite by them. So,
It is my favorite. I was when this came out, I was like not into this at all. I wasn't watching MTV. I wrote him off as just another fucking good Charlotte, blah, because that was the fucking signs of the times on the mainstream. And Cowboy, I went to Cowboy's house one day, and he's like, he's watching fucking Fuse. He's like, you gotta
Did
fucking
you
hear
know
this
Joel
song.
Madden is like hanging out with Nicole Richie and Paris Hilton?
And I saw the video for Helena, and I was like, that was actually a really good song. Like, what you got from this band? And I burned the first two albums, and once I pieced the story together, I was like, holy shit, this guy is this band is something else. This is the first time in this generation of music, not counting the ones that have been doing it for a while. I was like, holy shit, these kids are all right. The kids are all right. And I became a fan.
yeah, I got this around the same time I got Coheed, and I listened to Coheed way more at the time. It took me probably a good 6 months before I started listening to this, even though I owned it. Um, but I do think between those two albums, it is the better album. I'm on an island alone with my favorite. My favorite's Danger Days. So
I think that was one of his favorites too. That's a weird fucking record.
yeah, it's great.
It's got all kinds of weird
A couple
shit going
seasons
on.
ago. I don't remember what my ranking was, but
Billy,
Well,
what
we
you got
can
for some?
redo them in the new format.
Bill's got to talk.
Yeah,
Yeah, Bill's gonna talk about it.
Bill's gonna talk about it. I forgot about him.
Don't worry, everyone forgets about me. That's like
no
my
one forgets
favorite.
about
Yeah,
Wild
like you forgot
Bill.
about Bill.
And no
Uh,
one forgets about Wild Bill.
no, I can't say enough good things about this album, honestly. Go back, check out our review of it. This is my number one. I mean, for my MCR's discography, I could do a top 5 songs off of this album alone. Even the little instrumental interlude that they do to start side B, I feel like
fucking
fits perfectly into everything. It's a
Perfect.
short, quick hitter, goes right into "Thank You for the Venom," I believe, which it's a short, sweet instrumental into a rocker of a song, which is what makes it even more fun. Even "Hang 'Em High" when they kind of had that like Western type feels going on with it, like love that part. I mean, it's you put this album on, you get done with side A, you flip it to side B, and it's a great time.
I will give you their song titles are cool.
I mean, it's not a fashion statement. It's a fucking Death Wish #1 song right there. It was my top songs. That song is so fucking good.
I mean, ending with "I never told you what I do for a living," like.
And then you hear the B side that was left off that kind of bridges into the Black Parade. Oh my god, so good. It's easily my #1.
Oh, same.
Oh,
Oh no,
one?
Big and Rich.
Big and Rich gone. Kenny Chesney there sitting there looking at the cliff now.
I mean, I looked at that list and I went, I don't even know where to begin. But I am really looking forward to when we talk about Gretchen Wilson.
I believe that's up next.
No, good, good.
Trey,
It's my number 4.
you fucking
Okay.
all right. Well, I know what side you're
Ooh.
on. I know what side you're on.
That's
Coheed.
Well, hold up, because I did pull some statistics
Oh,
that
oh,
that I
we're
wanted
getting
to see.
mathy all of a sudden. Hold on,
oh,
everybody.
is this Coheed versus?
You goddamn right.
I thought
Oh
we
my!
already did the statistics, and we
I,
showed that My Chemical Romance like really outsold them and had way more
well,
number one
these are a
hits.
different. This is an ODD statistic here. All right.
Oh,
Well,
okay,
when
okay.
y'all put Coheed on there, Trace put them on twice. Once in fourth place, and then once in fifth place. Joe had Coheed and Cambria only one time, and he had it in sixth place. Now I know we get
Oh, here.
some things could change in the rankings as we go along, but let's see if My Chemical Romance ends up higher than sixth place.
It's gonna go number
Hold
10
strong in
now.
that number one
We
pie.
got it. We got
That
one more Coheed
Modest
and Cambria
Mouse.
albums that's probably going to show up for us.
You should have held that stat back because it might be my number 10 now.
Oh,
Well,
we can see
we've
where
already
My Chemical Romance goes the lowest versus Coheed.
we've already written you off, Trey. You're not with the MC Army anymore. It's Bill and I. We're gonna ride this till the end.
MCRE.
Hey, but see, y'all don't know about that old school face or
Yeah.
MySpace days. We had the MC Army, motherfuckers.
But so what I'm learning is I needed to blame Cowboy for me having to listen to so much MCR
Yes,
throughout the
you
years.
can blame Cowboy for that. It's the one fucking band he gave me that I was like, you know what? You fucking finally did it. You got me.
It wasn't Def Leppard. It wasn't.
It wasn't Rick Springfield. It wasn't even. It wasn't Good
wasn't.
Charlotte. It wasn't.
I forgot
Until
about Rick Springfield.
2000s.
What was that
Wasn't
shit?
Sum
All
41
American
or whatever.
Rejects. That was one of them. He tried.
Wasn't
I got 'em.
Trickster or Warrant.
It wasn't Winger.
All American Rejects got a new one coming out this year.
Well, I'm behind
Oh.
one, so I'm gonna go ahead and catch myself up. Fucking Beastie Boys, 2 to 5 Boroughs, number one album in their discography. I stand by that. This, you want to talk about
Go
political
back and watch
shit?
those episodes. There's no way I could put this number one. But is it the Beastie Boys? Yes. So does that mean it's a strong album? Yes.
When you go back and you look at 2004 and all the political shit and the political albums that came out, and you do the Beastie Boys from fucking New York, they did it better than anybody else. They're better than the fucking NoFXs and the American Idiots. They called it they called it what it is on this album, on this record. It's a celebration of New York. It's such a good album.
Yep. Yep.
I like that album cover. I don't think I've ever seen that.
It's a great album.
When you fold out the CD, it has like the whole cityscape.
It's the whole skyline. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
The whole island.
Saying
It's
that,
super
though,
rad. Super rad album. Great band. Go back and watch our episodes. Who doesn't like the Beastie Boys?
where did I place them? In 2004, I struggled.
Assholes.
Yeah, 2004. This was what? Check it out.
Yeah.
If you would have asked me in
Triple
2004,
Trouble. This was Triple Trouble too, right?
yeah, and Hey Fuck You,
Yeah, bangers. Bangers. Yeah.
3 the Hard Way, and 3 the Hard Way. It's a toss up. Like it could go either way. It's Sonic Youth or Beastie Boys. Like it doesn't really matter. I love that Sonic Youth though, but I'll give it to the Beasties.
I mean, you're 6 one way, half a dozen other. It feels like on that one.
All right. Tim hasn't talked in a bit. Let's go with that.
Well, here's another band we have covered. Please
2004.
Please go back and watch our International Noise Conspiracy series. I love this band. This is my number one album. This is one of my favorite albums of all time. I love this album from start to finish. This is when Rick Rubin gets involved, so you get a nice, crisp Rick Rubin production. over some politically charged hardcore pop punk that's very 60s Stooges, new wave influenced. Um, the choruses are huge. The production is fantastic. The drums on this album are just impeccable. The bass is rich. The vocals or the hooks, this album kind of got stuck in distribution hell, where it came out in Europe the previous year, and then the American version finally came out with a different track listing. Um,
Yeah, we covered this
but
band. I remember this distribution issue. This is the one you had to go to fucking YouTube to fucking listen to, take notes.
it is one of the best albums I've ever heard in my life. I will never not listen to this. Like, this was the one where, again, yeah, going back to the LimeWire days, once it hit Europe, I was able to get a copy. And it did not leave my car stereo for 2.5 years.
That is it was a good discography to do. Like you, and people did not watch it enough, y'all. Go check out our International Noise Conspiracy fucking
People
discography.
slept on this band, and this was one of those albums that like kind of changed my life and showed like, yeah, you can have real good, clean, crisp production and still have something to say.
I think it was
You don't have
2000.
to
It was
sacrifice one for
2004
the other.
when I
Uh,
first heard this band. I think it was 2004 because it was the same year that I discovered Sage Francis. I think
okay.
that was 2004.
Well, and so this one was a deaf American because Rick Rubin got involved, but Epitaph had the imprint, so this technically is also an Epitaph Burning Heart release.
Yeah, they were on a Punkorama. It's the same Punkorama that Sage was
A
on.
bunch of punkaramas,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, Punk Rock. Great collections used to be.
yeah.
Well, where are
And
you
this was
ranking it?
always one of those bands on the punkaramas that felt like they didn't even fit on that compilation.
Right. Yeah, there was a few of them
And
on the
they were
later
always the
ones.
odd one out, and of course that just grabbed me. Of course, I, go back and watch our episodes. I was already a fan for a couple album cycles at this point.
That's what grabbed me with
Um,
Sage Francis. It was like, what the fuck is this hip hop artist doing on fucking Epitaph?
yeah, yeah. And yeah, here's this weird left wing political Swedish hardcore band that sounds more like James Brown and 60s psychedelica than what pop punk is sounding like in 2004.
When does that
And
when does that Buddy Wakefield album come out, Joe? That's like it's coming up, right? That
Yeah,
was
it's like
another
05 ish, maybe.
that's another artist that was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Um, my question, because I've been trying to listen to International Noise Conspiracy a little bit while we're doing this, was never really into them, and I don't love what I've heard so far. So I'm very curious about this album now that the way y'all been describing it. It may be a little more approachable for me.
I no, it wasn't my favorite. I think I had it kind of musically. I like the other one. I can't even remember
you
the
like the
fucking name.
noisy stuff
Yeah, the
more,
Noise
if I
Conspiracy.
remember
Yeah.
correctly. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you're not digging it, I don't know what to say.
It wasn't
Personally,
bad. It was not
there's
bad.
always a band that just immediately grabbed me. Um, yeah, it's just
where
super fun,
where are you
easy to
ranking it?
listen to pop punk. Yeah, it's going to number one. It's one of my favorite albums of all time.
Oh, it's beating Secret Chiefs? Shit.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
I mean, this is for me. We've already we're only 4 years in, 5 years in, and we've had a couple strong contenders for album of the decade.
I'd agree to that too. I know my album of the decade.
Well, I
Uh,
don't, because this one's
oh, I
another
know.
one in the conversation for me.
Mine's Gretchen Wilson.
It
I'm
might
looking
be
at a cover
Bill's.
and I might change my mind. Yeah.
Jason, Buddy Wakefield, I got bad news for you. It's 2004. Some they can't
Oh,
contain.
it just made me think of. Like, I thought of it when we were
Yep.
talking about that
Audible.
Punkorama.
I guess it's an audible mention because
It's an
it was
odd,
fantastic.
yeah, it was a fantastic like poetry, slam poetry. He was great live too. But anyway, we're here for the party. Bill,
So Gretchen Wilson, 2004, I want to say she either was nominated or won Country Female Artist of the Year for this album. Had a number of time on number one on the charts also for it. That being said, inside of the album had a couple of notable singles were Redneck Woman and Here for the Party, which
I'm
probably
trying to get over the image of a 6-year-old Bill singing Redneck Woman, and I just can't.
I'll
Like,
picture it
it
good and
brings me
hard.
so much joy. Can you give us a little bit of that for the cameras? The people at home want to see a little bit of,
Feels like I haven't.
6-year-old Bill singing Redneck Woman.
Feels like I haven't
6 year old me, I definitely can't do. Uh, you know, if I had better circumstances, I would.
Like if he was drunk.
What circumstances need to happen, Bill?
This album, I remember when I was making the sheet, like every fucking song was a single. It was ridiculous. So this album was pretty big. I'll give it that.
So it was a big.
Yeah.
Redneck Woman. Okay, I remember that one.
Say,
Because I was like, I think I know her name, and Redneck Woman is definitely the one I remember.
so she had maybe one or two other albums that were big, but none of them got as big as this album did for her.
We should cover her so we could talk about that album art.
Got some gold in there, probably.
It's going to make us question that whole Ivy thing, isn't it?
It might. I mean, but
I'm
look at
really
them
disappointed
Scrabble
her
letters.
pants don't match the couch, like the pattern.
She,
For some
well,
reason.
Garth would have had
Right,
that
I'm really
shit. Garth would
disappointed
have had that
because
shit
drapes don't
matching,
match
dude.
the carpet
Lock
of this
down.
album cover.
Garth would have had that shit matching. These kids
Garth
these
would have had the
days-
whole outfit. His hat would have matched the pattern of that couch.
Bill, you got anything else to say? Y'all, you gotta let Bill talk.
Yeah, sorry, Bill. We have
No,
fun.
I don't
with
have
these.
much else to say other than to say I enjoy the album. Probably my favorite she does. Definitely wanted to be one that I brought up and ranked, in fact, for 2004. All that being said, it will be going to number four for me. I do not put it
Oh.
above Kenny Chesney.
But she knocks Big and Rich down.
But yeah, Big and Rich
Even
go down
further.
a peg.
Ooh, that Kenny
No
Chesney.
peg access for them.
Now, Joe, what have you got?
All right.
Do I have this one too? I can't
I
remember.
think you
have this
do.
one,
Yeah. All right. So B-sides, generally not, I'm not a huge fan of putting them into our top 10 list. But I'll be damned if Weston Jake's B is for B-sides. It's just amazing. Also, the other cover that I keep pulling up for him is terrible compared to this.
Yeah,
one.
this is the reissue. Like, I'm so glad they reissued this so I could get a copy. But that's the new cover.
Yeah, that one was so bad. The other one is really bad. This one's great. What a fun B-side album. Obviously, Bless and Jake has gone on a lot of my top 10 lists. They will probably continue to go on a lot of my top 10 lists just because they are a lot of fun to listen to, and their songs are, even though there's a fun horn in them, their songs are really, really good. They say a lot of things. I love a lot about these things. The Portrait of a Cigarette Smoker at 19 is amazing. Last Ride Sleepless Nights, Goodbye and Gasoline, maybe my favorite song on this album. Jay Frenzel.
Do you know who Jay
it's great.
Frenzel is?
Ah,
He's the lead singer
that
of
name's
Frenzel
weird.
Rom.
That's why.
This is Australian band that was on Fat Wreck.
911 to Anyone, Robots 1, Human Zero, so far. Anyway, great album. We could just talk about each song individually as we go through. But B-sides, like I said, generally don't rank high, but man, I love it.
The artwork for this, they continue it. Like, they got little pictures. C is for crackhead. H is for hooker. F is for fat ass. Like, it's so good.
Gainesville, Rock City.
Gainesville, Rock City. These were the Anthem B-sides, too. Like, from the Anthem sessions. And none of these songs fit on Anthem, and they make sense that they're B-sides, but they're all fucking bangers.
Mhm.
We need
Yeah,
to
I agree. I don't see where you could put them on Anthem necessarily, but they should have called it something besides B-sides, and I'd be like,
Yeah, it's like it's just another fucking Less Than Jake album. Like, it's
Yeah.
that good, and it's like a studio record.
It is going to go. Man, I don't love where I put it.
I don't love
Um,
where I put it.
yeah, I don't like that. I did that because it's B-sides, but now I keep talking about it and how excited I am listening to it. It is going
ASAOK is
to.
so good.
It's real good. It's gonna go.
Do you
Um,
want me to go first? I can go
yeah, you
first.
go first while I'm rearranging things in my list. Pulled up to the side here.
If you would have asked me in 2004, or if you would have asked me even in 2020, I would have went with Less Than Jake. But that Sonic Nurse has grown on me so much that it's not going to make mine.
It is going to. It's better than Newfound Glory. It's better than Descendants. It's better than that J New. So we're gonna put it right behind Modest Mouse.
All right.
Let me tell you, I was just I rearranged my entire thinking over there
Trust me, it's
because
going
it's so good.
it's gonna align here soon. I think.
Descendants losing that fight.
Yep.
It was
Mhm.
gonna happen.
Oh, I know this record.
Yeah, we've covered this
Banger.
album.
This was high up. I think up on my list.
Um, so yeah, Clutch. They're in that stoner rock realm. I think I think everything they do is pretty good, and it's notable. But I do think this is where the band really kind of found their confidence. I guess they kind of broke out of the I don't
I mean,
know.
They
go
started
back
doing a
and
little
watch
bit of
our
weird
episodes,
shit.
but I still think Jam Room is really when they broke out.
I didn't like Jam
Yeah.
Room.
Well, this was the first time they went independent. They weren't on a label. They were kind of doing their own
That's
thing.
true too. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And the songs are just fun. Even though some of them are pretty heavy politically, like Mob Goes Wild and Prophets of Doom, they're still a lot of fun.
Top
Condol-
songs.
Yeah.
Condoleezza Rice is nice, but I prefer Aroni. Still pops in my head, and it has for 22 years. Um, Army of Bono, the idea of like this Bono godlike figure feeding off the children of the apocalypse is just fucking amazing. It's such a good album. I love this album.
Yeah, that was a good record.
Yeah, that's probably my number 11. Um,
I
because
had
I
it
was
pretty high
like,
up.
I'd seen Clutch at this point a couple times, but it's not really until from its from Beale Street to Oblivion that I really start getting into the albums.
Yeah.
Bill, you would like Clutch.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Why
Who
do I?
doesn't like Clutch?
There's a band that I always think is Clutch, but they used to have like it had like a TK 101 hit in like the early 99 to
That's like
2001
50
time.
million bands. Rest in peace, Three Doors Down.
Oh yeah.
I was
And I mean,
young. I
let's
was
be
young.
fair to the outside observer, Clutch could be lumped into that group.
Yeah. I mean, they had a couple radio hits. I don't think they
Yeah,
got massive, but
none of
They're
them were
just
massive,
weird
but
enough, though. They're
but
just
they were
weird
just weird
enough.
enough that they really didn't even belong on the radio to begin with.
Just like
It may be
Caius.
them.
Just like Caius.
they are going to number
Clutch
two.
are on the Mount Rushmore. They're up
Yeah.
there with Caius and Fu Manchu and Sleep, Monster Magnet. I don't know.
Modest Mouse holding that number one strong. And MCR. And International Noise Conspiracy. All right, what's my number 6? I got Rise Against, Siren Song of the Counterculture. Now
Mm-hmm.
I remember Rise Against, and I remember when they signed to a major label, and you're like, well, okay, Green Day did it, and it was all right, maybe, and
Was it?
it was at the time, it was Dookie's the shit, but
Mm-hmm.
it's,
No, Smash.
well,
No,
Smash
Tim.
was
I think
still,
by the end of that, let's say Tim, you were Team Dookie by the end of that one.
and,
I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah.
and
Yeah,
you're
well, it's
talking
'cause there's a
Americana
reason.
because Smash was they were still Indian Smash.
Mm-hmm.
So
True.
Americana or no Ixnay was when they
True.
went to a major.
No.
This is no Ixnay on the ombre here though. This was I remember hearing this and just being like, well, the cracks are showing. The cracks are showing here. Saying that though, I do have a first pressing of this, and this record's worth, because it's Geffen.
Or they? Oh yeah, Geffen in 04. Geffen wasn't pressing records yet.
Well, this is a first pressing. But saying that now in 2026, this album kind of kicks fucking ass compared to what has come after. So yeah, there's some
Now
good
we
shit on
long for
here.
the days
There's some good
of
fucking
Siren
shit.
Song.
State of the Union, one of their best opening tracks, hands down.
So I believe I also have this one, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you do.
Saying, if I remember right, "Swing Life Away" was the big single off of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and it's a beautiful song, "Swing Life Away." Yeah, we can't scroll to it
We
yet.
can't scroll there yet. No, we ain't there yet.
We can do it on Jason's.
Yeah.
But I mean, "Paper Wings" is another just phenomenal.
Oh, that's such a good song.
Like this, I also own this album. This is, I think this was, I know it was, I want to say it was for sure top half Rise Against for me. I know it wasn't my number one or two, but I do remember it being up there when we reviewed this.
Yeah, I don't remember where we ranked this one. It's a weird one for me.
It's been a while since we've done that discography.
That was the old
And
format. We
one
could
of the
redo
joys
Rise
of doing
Against.
this show is they all start to blend together.
Yeah,
Yes, they do.
I also have this one, and following up to Revolutions Per Minute is tough. That is a tough pull for any band to follow it. So
yeah.
I obviously it's not as good. It just plain and simple. But as Jason was saying, now we long for the days of Siren Song counterculture. Still a really good album.
You know what's missing on this fucking record? Bill fucking Stevenson. He didn't fucking produce this album, and that's what's fucking missing.
Because Rise Against went into a real big, like, up and down kind of format where they'd have a really good album and they kind of go down. This one's somewhere in between. I don't necessarily call this a down album, but State of Union's amazing, Life Less Frightening, Paper Wings, Tip the Scales, Anywhere But Here, Give It All, Swing Life Away, Rumors of My Demise have been greatly exaggerated. What a kick-ass closer. I enjoy this album. It's really good. Is it my favorite Rise Against? No. Is it, at some point I cut Rise Against off and pretend like they stopped making albums because they're so bad that they fall down. So this one would probably fall middle to low.
I put
Once
middle
we
to
get past
high.
whatever.
It's
Well,
middle
Well,
to upper.
well, if
how's
we
it
cut
gonna do
off
up
all the
against the Bill
nonsense,
Stevenson release? It's
I don't
going up
remember where we
against the Bill
stopped.
Stevenson release, so like, how big is that difference?
It's big. It's big. They get him back on the next one, and
So good.
but
Well, but
get
clearly
there.
he's busier this year with something else.
This was when we stopped seeing them live. Like they just like their concerts just like
Oh,
this is
wow.
when they got big. Like this is when they were on Fuse
And
and
when was that Lords of Dogtown movie where they played Black Flag?
I don't know.
I know, but right before this album, we saw
One
them.
of
They
Heath
were like
Ledger's
around
last
us
runs, right?
Yeah, they're
all
still
the time.
they're
They were
still
touring
like
crazy.
they do Black Flag, they do Minor Threat. Like they're still like
Yep.
cool at this point, I guess.
Yeah. Because I was really kind of introduced to him in that Lords of Dogtown movie, and so I was like, oh, okay, they get to play Black Flag. What's that about?
I just saw him do. I watched the YouTube channel called it's like karaoke. The singer from the Faramounts puts like he did it for COVID. He get all these old like musicians together and they cover songs, and they just did one with Tim singing Operation Ivy's Knowledge. And
Oh,
the
wow.
and the chick
Okay.
from the Dance Hall Crashers. It's fucking good. I don't remember
Was
who
it
drew
good?
this. Where y'all
That was you.
ranking it? I drew it. All right.
I mean, I think I messaged you, Jason, at one point, but I was like, I saw them the live at Coachella with them on it, and they were singing some of the songs from, I think it was Counterculture. I think maybe they sang Give It All, and it was awful. I was like, it does not sound like Rise Against at
Oh
all.
yeah, yeah.
It sounds like somebody
Stop
covering
screaming.
Rise Against.
Yeah. That last record last year.
Did they
Oh
get a
my
bunch of
god.
like live musicians so that Billy Joe doesn't have to play guitar the whole time, kind of thing?
No. Tim still plays guitar.
Yeah, Tim still plays,
Tim and Zach.
Okay.
but it's still. I mean, it literally sounded like their latest album. Like they changed the song for that, and I was like, oh, this ain't it,
Yeah.
guys.
I just saw him do Keep on Rockin' in the Free World
Good.
the other
Mm,
day.
mm.
He was covering
Because
that.
that's what we want in 2026.
I'd like Top Ivy with me. That sounds, or his cover of Ivy. That sounds good.
That's a good
Hopefully.
channel.
That's a classic Op Ivy song. So
Where y'all ranking this motherfucker?
I'm gonna go right behind Descendants.
shout
Oh,
out Bill
shit.
Stevenson.
Get on out there, Kenny.
So Kenny fell off the edge.
All right. Joe, what you doing?
I am going to put it above Newfound Glory and put it above the Descendants, but that's where it's going to sit.
Ooh. Sayonara, Bill Stevenson.
Yeah,
Not needed.
that's fucked up.
That ain't right, man.
That's
I like that.
fucked
I
up.
like that Rise Against album a lot.
Yeah, but like
That's why Bill didn't fucking. They couldn't get Bill because he was doing Cool to Be You.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Trey, local H.
All right.
I'm gonna get a beer.
So local H, I had brought them up in the past. They're one of
They're
those '90s
fun
alternative
band.
bands. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. They're a Chicago band. This one, excuse me. Whatever happened to PJ Souls? If you know who PJ Souls is, she's an actress. She was in Rock and Roll High School. So this one
Rock and
starts
Roll
off,
High School. How does anybody watching ODD not know who PJ
yeah.
Souls is?
Or
So
DD
this one,
King.
yeah.
We've
So
all we've gone to Rock and Roll High School. Come on.
this one starts off with a very Ramones-esque sounding song with "Where Are They Now." Um, One of the things I always liked about Local H, they're a Chicago band, an early Chicago band. I mean, they started in like '94, but they never made friends well. They didn't get along with people. And this album, they really nail it with California songs, where the chorus is basically, "We know you love LA. There's nothing more to say. Please, no more California songs." And fuck New York too. So it's
God damn.
it's just a like they're definitely doing their own thing at this point, and I this album to me is where they kind of, because I always thought they sounded a lot like if Nirvana continued, and this is where they kind of branch off of that and start doing their own thing, and yeah, it's a lot of fun.
See, that's how you sell a discography, because that makes me like, well, now I want to hear this fucking discography for this band.
I
Like
think
Tim and Trey are
I
really good
love
about
their
selling
single.
their shit. They're
I
really
Yeah.
love their hit. That song rips.
yeah, they're one I'd love to do, but I know one of the albums isn't easily available, so
well. It's probably easier to find the International Noise Conspiracy record was.
I know it's on YouTube,
There
but
you go. Sometimes we got to go to YouTube.
Sometimes that's all it takes. Yeah.
um, I do really like it, but it is going to go at number 6 on this list.
Okay. Let's.
okay,
All right.
I'll take it.
Tim, what you got? Mark Lanigan, Screaming Trees. I nearly lost you.
Well, and so speaking of Queens of the Stone Age, Mark Lanigan's a full-fledged member at this point, but has had a solo career, was in the Screaming Trees. This is the one where Josh and Nick and Joey C and Troy, they all kind of contribute. So yeah, like I don't know, we're gonna get to the desert sessions and we're gonna get to all these other things, but one of the things that really attracted me to the whole Queens of the Stone Age collective was that yeah, it wasn't we're just going in and recording 10 songs. It's no, we're recording 35 and putting them out under five different bands.
Well,
You
we
know,
got to do the Screaming Trees before we do the desert sessions.
well, no. So I really, 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 really want to get to the Mark Lanigan solo discography,
But we got to
but
do
I think
Screaming
we
Trees
do
before
got to
that.
do Screaming Trees before that. I kind of want to do the desert sessions before the Screaming Trees because it really sets up the collaborative effort of it all.
All right.
Um, and then so like it's 2026. At this point in the recording, the Record Store Day release has come out. There's an alternate version of this album coming out for Record Store Day this year. It's on my list. Um, yeah, I mean, Mark Lanigan's one of the greatest singers to come out of the whole grunge Washington scene.
That's another
It's
one
been
that didn't get his due.
He didn't, and rest in peace. The Mark Lanigan, the older I get, the more Mark Lanigan means to me. He's kind of like the grunge Tom Waits. Um,
Yeah,
I
he's
love this album. I
they're up
love
there with
this album.
like fucking Mud Honey. They didn't get their due. Clutch didn't get their
Right,
due. Caius didn't
right.
get their
Yeah.
due. There's a lot of
But yeah, I
bands.
mean, Mark Lanigan's up there with Chris Cornell, like and Lane Staley, and Mark Lanigan was part of Mad Season. Like Kurt Cobain was on his solo discography. The
Yeah,
whole, what was the song on the box set that came
the
out this year?
demos.
The
Yeah, yeah. The fucking Mark
Beat My
Lanigan.
Wife on a Wednesday. I beat my
Yeah,
wife on a Wednesday.
that's Chris singing too, isn't it? Does Chris sing that one?
It's Kurt and Mark.
Oh, it must be Mark because yeah, it definitely sounds like Chris fucking around.
Pretty sure it's Kurt and Mark.
That's a yeah that box set that's really number one this year. But where are you putting this Mark Lanigan?
Such a strong album. And again, in the decade that Queens of the Stone Age owns here and all their projects, this is one of the stronger releases in that whole ove of just, musicians making music. I really love this album. Gonna put it number 4.
Oh,
Okay.
I did not see that coming.
It could maybe be number 3, but I've been listening to both lately. But that Eagles of Death Metal is just too much fun.
I was seeing a 3, but all right. Let's start with Bill.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. One of these
Yeah.
things is not like the other.
Am I missing something?
Well, I mean, your
Oh
list
no,
is
we're
your
waiting
list
in
is
there.
80% country,
Oh,
15% punk, and then Akon.
I've never heard of Akon. I just want to let y'all know.
oh. So Akon, he was from South Africa. This was his debut album, if I remember correctly. It's locked up. I say definitely not like anything else on this list. You know, the his music I've enjoyed, especially like late night bar. best way to describe it. Um, it's I really enjoy it. Actually, just how do I even describe? Like
The
I've
whole album?
yeah,
So what were the singles off this record? There was a few of them,
um,
right?
I think well, Locked Up was the big one.
So you like the back half of this record. You like Lonely, you like Fake Ass, you like Don't Let Up. It's
Yeah,
not just like the singles.
no, that's that. Yeah,
I remember Fake Ass. That was a great song.
You fucker, you don't remember shit. I don't remember any singles off this, but like I was checked out by 2004.
Who did No Diggity?
that was that wasn't Snoop. That was
I don't know Diggity.
I wasn't Tone Loc.
Wasn't that Blackstreet?
No, Tone Loc's the Funky Cold Medina.
That's right. That's right.
It was Blackstreet.
That was 20-year difference there. Was it Warren G?
No, he's Regulate.
Yeah, he's
He
regulated.
never had anything after that.
It was
Mount Up.
Blackstreet.
It was Blackstreet.
Drake keeps trying to say something, but I don't know.
It's,
And it's not Usher because he just did, yeah, yeah,
This is pre-Usher, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Blackstreet, huh?
yeah, 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 yeah. Say you want
Somebody broke Tim.
Usher.
Sorry,
You got to put another corner.
y'all. We gotta let Bill talk. Bill, you got anything else to say
Sorry,
about
Bill.
Akon?
no. Then I mean, if you ever late night want something to background party, honestly, it's pretty damn good music.
I see that doesn't sell a discography for me. That does not make me want to go check
Why?
out the Akon discography.
Yeah, like what kind of party is this?
Well, I won't.
Now,
Have you ever
That's
been
not
to a
late
real
night
late?
discography.
I'll tell you a late night party, and this is back in my youngin' days. A late night party, you show up and you ask, "What the fuck are they playing?" And they say, "Mr. Bungle," and that would be a party. I went to Tim's house. That was a fucking good party.
Tim knew how to throw a party back in the day.
If I walked in and he was playing Fake Ass or Ghetto, I don't know.
Well, then you know that there was a
Bonanza.
lady involved in the evening, and I no longer care.
No, the only thing I remember is we couldn't figure out how to get the keg open. That y'all bought one of those fucking and like we were all like, "How the fuck? We're fucked." We finally,
That
I
was
think
at the
somebody
house.
stabbed it.
Was that at the house?
Yeah, you were moving out. You were like,
Yeah.
Jason, that doesn't sound like the parties we went to, where people would try to put on Harry Potter and then go try to go pass out in their
yeah,
bedroom.
no, this
No,
After
they
is,
weren't
inviting you over.
invited to my parties.
yeah, I think this is before I met you.
Jason was though. Jason's been a homie forever, man. I'm not like
One
we
of the
used to
first
eat
people
lunch
I
in
met
high
when I
school
moved to
together.
Alabama was fucking Tim because I was wearing a Shaggy shirt and he said, "Hey, come over here. You wanna?" They were tailgating a football party, and I can't say what they were doing, but they were very generous, and that was a good football.
We were
match.
entertaining the people.
Yes.
Tim, were you a Lake Forestite person also?
Yeah, I was in Lake Forest,
Yeah.
Wynwood Circle by the pool.
We have gotten
Oh,
way
you were
the fuck
fancy.
off. Sorry, Bill.
It's all right.
Where are you putting Akon?
It's gonna go at number 6.
Ooh. Not
Big and
quite
rich
beating
people
that Gretchen
shooting
Wilson,
down.
which I don't blame you, but
Yeah, it ain't beating that Gretchen. I'm okay with that. That actually checks out. All right, Joe, what you got?
What do I got? Rise again.
ooh,
All right.
Oh,
This
this is a good question here with his rankings.
solid album.
So we've got Regina Spektor's Soviet Quiche here. And as I talked about previously, that we would keep seeing Regina Spektor. She's going to continue to show up just because she's fantastic. Very unique. I've been using that a lot for this year, but God, is she good. And this album is probably my favorite one by her. Um, Starts off great. Well, divorce, poor little reach boy, carbon monoxide, so much fun. Um, Emo limos down toward the end, flowers us. Just really good as far as you go through everything. And her voice and her like structure of this album, I think is very thoughtful. How it's put together, and especially how she sings, and what her vocal range is throughout it all. Another one of our piano friends, kind of the
Yeah,
following
we've
in the
covered
Tori
Tori
footsteps.
Amos, we've covered Fiona Apple. This definitely
Mhm.
falls into that category.
I
Um,
was gonna say, Joe, that's how you
Solid one,
sell. You
solid.
you sold a discography. The last time you talked about her, I was immediately like, I kind of want to check this girl out. So we
It
definitely
was
got to we got to do this discography.
it
Yeah,
was around this
that was
time that
something I
I
would enjoy.
discovered her because it was this album that she was on the Conan O'Brien show.
Yep.
And I was
I
up that night and I was like, holy shit, she's fucking amazing.
I was
And yeah,
introduced to
that's where my
her
fandom began.
sometime in this era. Like we were sometime around here. I was introduced to her, and I was introduced to her actually by like uh, kind of a weird song, "Aching the Pupate," and I was like, "Oh, this is weird." And then
Yeah.
somehow I heard this album. And I was like, I know this voice, I know this person, and it's funny. I actually walked into a bookstore in Fairhope, and somebody was playing this, and I was like, I know this album. This is great. This is good stuff. Great. Yeah, I'd love to join you for that one because it's a fun listen through.
Yeah, we got to get her on. We got to do that discography.
I'm in. Yeah, I'm a big fan. She's great.
So with that, she is better than this album's better than Newfound Glory, Descendants, and Rise Against. We're gonna kick J New out,
Okay, that's what I wanted to see where you stood. She didn't do a
and we're
good
going
job
to
selling her.
no, we're gonna move Less Than Jake down also.
Not better than Modest Mouse though.
No, no.
That's fucked up.
I might disagree if I had to AP those two. I'd probably go Regina Spektor, but I could see where, you know,
I can get both of those arguments. I can get that argument.
yeah.
All right,
Oh, so
Trey.
Kill Switch?
Yeah, so I'm not really going to try to sell you on the discography for this one because I'm not going to, they're not a guilty pleasure. It's a good album. But the thing that drew me to this, because I'm not a melodic metalcore guy, but I really like Howard Jones's voice. And he would leave the band a couple albums after this. But this to me was the peak of that period of music that he did with them.
And well,
Uh,
and it's certainly the peak of the scene too. That
yeah,
whole metal core thing. You really can't beat this if that's what you're going for.
yeah. I mean, it really captures that beautiful chaos aspect of the melodic metalcore. Um, Rose of Sharon, I it's such a beautiful song. Even the end of Heartache, the single, I still can listen to it without getting annoyed, which is rare with singles. But I've always liked World Ablaze. I don't know, man. I still probably maybe every couple of years I put this on, and it's still just it gets me. I don't know what it is. The rest of their discography, I have no idea about because I didn't go any further than this.
Yeah, I mean, I know their cover of Holy Diver.
Yeah, yeah. I think Jones did that one,
Hmm.
and yeah, it's really
That was
good.
Jones. Yeah.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
don't know
it's
shit about it. I was listening. I was still listening to Yellow Card's Ocean Avenue.
yeah. I mean, it's really good, but it's definitely my number seven.
Well, and being the metalhead, being the old school metalhead, this was very much part of that new wave of American heavy metal
Yeah,
where they were it was very dated sounding in its modernity, but also in there like, yeah, we're just, Maiden and Ride the Lightning. Let's go.
yeah.
All right, my next pick is Tegan and Sarah. I love that record. Um, I wasn't listening to it in 2004. I missed that train. I actually got into this band because of Alkaline Trio. They cover "Wake Up
Mhm.
Exhausted,"
Great song, great cover.
and Yeah, I mean, this is a great record. Like, if we ever got to that discography, that is probably my number one.
I love Walking with a Ghost. That's
Walking
a
with a
great,
Ghost is fantastic. I
yeah,
also love
that's a
You Would Like Me.
banger song. I found it. I guess we'll talk about it next year. But the White Stripes actually covered that, and I heard that and I went, "Whoa, what is that?" And then I was like, "Oh, Tegan and Sarah, I remember them. So let me check this out." Yeah, this sounds fantastic.
Yeah, not a discography I'd like to do though, because they go down a bad road. But
They had a TV show a couple years ago that I would highly recommend, though. I think it was called High School or something. It was really good, and it kind of showed their origins or whatever. Um, really
I've
good TV show.
I've heard Walking with a Ghost, but I'm more familiar with Everything Is Awesome.
yeah,
I
exactly.
think
That's
everybody's more familiar with that. Yes.
yes. But before they got there, they put out a couple good records.
Yeah. Yeah, they were
Mhm.
indie darlings like immediately.
Yeah.
Remember when everybody would go to Pitchfork to decide what was cool?
Oh, Pitchfork.
All right, we can wrap this up with Colonel Claypool's bucket of Bernie brains, the big eyeball in the sky.
Yes. So you get Colonel Claypool, that's Les Claypool, and Brain, who were both in Primus at the time. And then on keyboards, you get the maestro, Bernie Worrell from Parliament Funkadelic and the Talking Heads.
Dang.
And on guitar, you got Buckethead, who's, internationally known and was also in Guns N' Roses. Um, yeah, this is one of those bands. Like, I'm a big Primus fan. I'm a big P Funk fan. So when I heard that Les and Bernie were getting together to jam, I was all aboard. Um, and then yeah, Brain is one of my favorite drummers. Buckethead is incredible. They do a song about Michael Jackson on here. Most of this album is actually about George Bush and the regime that was going on at the time. Like the big eyeball in the sky can be interpreted as, the phone in your pocket.
Yeah, the Patriot Act. That's when they started like invading
Yeah, it's a
privacy.
very political album, but musically, holy shit. Like everybody in this band is A list, and everybody brings their A game.
See, that album kind of sells itself. Like I just kind of want to listen to that.
It's the only album they did. It was this and a tour, so there are some bootlegs out there. But this group never got back together again. Um, but I still come back to it like, yeah,
Were you
obviously there's a real Primus feel to it because it's less in Brain. But what Bernie and Buckethead are bringing to this are just is magic. Love this album.
were you ranking it?
Fuck. I knew you were going to ask me that.
Yeah,
Um,
I've been dreading that all week.
I'm going to put it at number 3.
Eagles and Death Metal is out of the grinder.
It is out of the grinder, but fear not, we're going to be doing that discography here real soon. They're on my
Nice.
list.
That's what I think of that. I
And
guess.
and yeah, the Colonel Claypool, that'd be a one shot. Highly recommend that album though. Like it is, it musically, it's just beyond the beyond.
Well, we're not done with
Not quite
Primus
Senior
adjacent
T3
yet.
beyond the beyond, but it's up there.
We're not done with Les Claypool this year yet. We got stick around for part 3. That's where things get serious. Things get start exiting the grinder.
That's right.
Give us a like, give us a subscribe, help us out. Obviously, we need all the help we can get. We are unscripted. We do this shit for fun. Be safe. And what, Trey?
Make good decisions.
And then you go a little woo
and then a little whoop, 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 and then it's all, and then you're ready to go again.
Yo, come back now, you hear?